Practicing can seem like a very tedious and frustrating thing to do. The thing is that that's a perception. And if you go into it with that thought, it's very difficult. The thing I always would tell students is it's like you want to go north, but you're facing south. So the first thing you have to do is turn around. So you added this whole other step to the process of learning. So practicing is learning. It's a form of learning and correct repetition and things like this. And I have to fight this myself, and I have to remind myself to not view it as being tedious, and to get a good practice session in, you really have to let go of that frustration. If I am going to play, it's just a respite from regular life. I allow myself that time, even if it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, an hour, a couple hours. Going into it with this idea that this is tedious and that, oh, I got to go do this. It's really about yourself and wanting to do it. So, like I said, I set aside a particular frame of mind to go to that I've cultivated, and I think about it. Even when I'm not playing, I think about how I want to approach it. And I try to do it the same way, in the sense of like, I'm happy to be able to do it. And I know that someday I won't be able to play anymore. But right now, that's a long way off as far as I can tell. And I was lucky enough to come into contact with people on the road, both that I worked with and that I worked for, who were older. I was younger and they were older. And now I'm either at the age they were or I'm approaching it. And they still could play at a high level, and they still maintained it, and one guy in particular would still practice, and you could see him improving. And there's a great famous quote by Pablo Casals, where he was quite old at the time, and they asked him, why do you still practice? And he said, I'm beginning to see improvement.